Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a video for you about the new DLC map, Compound. I was lucky enough to go out and play it early, so I'm going to tell you what I think about it. The gameplay you're seeing right now is me playing Uplink. I'm going to do about half of this video on Uplink and the other half on Kill Confirm so I can show it in a few different modes. And I'm playing with a rough crowd today. We've got all YouTubers. They actually added pro players. I have Hex. I know he's not pro anymore. And Sensor is playing with us. So I had to really up my game here in order to be even remotely useful. But let's talk about the map. The map is an Atlas training facility. This is where all the Atlas soldiers would have trained during the campaign story. Overall, I think the color scheme is good. It's easy to spot enemies, and they stand out pretty well against the black walls. It is a little bit annoying that they have these target dummies everywhere, kind of like firing range in Black Ops 2, so I do occasionally spray at the target dummies. Aside from the dummies, very easy to see enemies, very easy to navigate the map. Pretty straightforward. I like it. Most of the fights are going to be close quarters combat. This is definitely going to be SMG, shotgun, ASM Warfare, whatever you want to say. Actually, I think Legion nailed me with a shotgun a few times. Later on, you're going to get to see me do good work with the Riot Shield and the Akimbo M1 Irons, but assault rifles probably aren't going to be your friend in this map. Yeah, you could probably just see me looking at the target dummy right there. As for how the map feels, when I know that's a very subjective thing, but it feels the most Advanced Warfare-esque of all of the DLC maps. The DLC maps this time around were channeling some very serious Modern Warfare 2, and this one is probably the only one of the four that feels like an AW map. Like, this one feels like it was made by the same team that made all the other AW maps, and I don't know how else to describe it, in that this feels like COD AW, whereas the other one's not so much. The other one's very, very heavily Modern Warfare 2 influence. As you can see, there are a lot of right angles. This is one of those sort of right angle, rectangular sort of maps. I think the map itself is a big square. You're not going to have a lot of curves or circles or shapes or weird things. It's going to be more or less straightforward 90-degree angle type engagements, and there are no three-story engagements that I'm aware of. Pretty much everything on this map is going to be two-story, nothing really super vertical, but of course this is AW. You can exo boost off of the second story if you really need to get elevation on people, and I found that to be useful for the most part. Definitely staying up is better than being down below. You can be sneaky down below, and there is also an underground pathway, which I'm not sure if you've seen me use yet. I'll definitely be using it when I get to the Riot Shield. You can sneak around a little bit under the underground. Yeah, it was over there on the left. If I had taken a left right there, you'd have been able to see the underground pathway. So there is that. It's not all up. So it's up if you want to play aggressive, below if you want to be sneaky. Got a good boost slam right there. The middle yellow area is where most of the fight is going to be. I just actually passed it. It's back there behind me. But seriously, like 90% of the fighting is going to be in that middle area. People tend to clump around those, I don't know, I'm going to call them domino-shaped God bless, guys. I have not slept in 2 days, and it is very clearly showing in this commentary. There was an electrical storm in Dallas, and my flight got delayed, so I stayed up all night to take the next flight out to come play DLC, and I'm struggling a little bit here, so please do forgive me. But yeah, underground pathway, yeah, those yellow buildings, that is where the fight is going to be. As for what I think about this map, I have pretty mixed feelings about it. I typically like these kind of maps. Like, I'm really drawn to square, rectangular, symmetrical kind of maps. I like the 90-degree engagements. They allow me to kind of boost out and shoot at people the way I like to do it. I don't like some of the crazier ones with more obstructions everywhere. And even though I typically like this kind of map, this one I just wasn't feeling quite as much. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoyed the others, which is funny because the others are gigantic, crazy, messy Modern Warfare 2 maps, which I tend not to like. I think I've just had so much of this that I was really, really itching for something different, which is why I like the other maps better. I don't think it's bad. I also have kind of a bad taste in my mouth because, to be honest, I get smacked around a lot. We're going to win this this half of Uplink. We're going to be up, I think, 10-6, and then in the next round, I get murdered. I don't get a single kill, and Sensor dumps on all of us and scores like 20 times. It's disgusting, and that left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. Also struggled during Team Deathmatch. Now, Team Deathmatch is always a messy mode. There's no map and no thing in Advanced Warfare or Call of Duty in general, Team Deathmatch, where it isn't a little bit messy. Not really my thing, so I had to struggle with this one too. I actually did better with this stupid Riot Shield and pistols than I ever did with real guns, so I think me getting smacked around might have skewed my judgment on this one. I feel that it's definitely a much better objective map than it is a Team Deathmatch map, but then again, I'll say that of pretty much every map in the game because I like objective modes way better than I like TDM. So many people here, man. I like how they can just punch through my shield, but I knew I was going to die there. That's not such a big deal. Overall, definitely not bad. It can be quite fun. Plays well during Uplink. But what I'm really excited about, what I really want to talk to you about and show you, is the other maps. The other maps were just fantastic, in my opinion, and vastly overshadow this one. So I'll start the hype train today. I'll give this one a rating of I don't really do rating systems, so I'll just give it a rating of okay. But the other ones where the hype is at. You know, Kremlin, Parliament, the High Rise remake. That is where that's where my heart is for this particular DLC, and I'll be showing those off tomorrow. Guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I've got a little bit more gameplay here, so I'll just let it run, and you can observe the gameplay raw without my commentary. Drifter out.
Incoming enemy care package. Enemy care package incoming. Kill confirmed. Enemy missile strikes incoming. Take kill confirmed. Squad, that was textbook.